Yo, my Purple Banditos, welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time, we added Link to our team, we got our starter randomized. In today's episode, we're going to continue our adventure, and there's a little bit of backtracking that we need to do. Now, as you guys were telling me in the comments, the Nuzlocke does not officially start until we obtain the Pokeballs, so that is what we're going to be doing. Also, I want to give you guys a big thank you for all of the support that you guys, gave me in part 1. Make sure you guys give this video a like. It really helps the series, and it's much appreciated. With that, we're going to go ahead and talk to our mom then. We're still a little bit early in the game, so we're still running through a bit of the tutorial, but hopefully once we get going on our way, we'll be able to do a couple more things. Now, I've actually been reading all your comments about the run, and I just want to tell you guys, I'm super excited, and I'm really glad that you guys are excited too. I think it's going to be really cool to, see what Pokemon end up joining our team, and regardless of what they are, I think we're going to have to figure out, different strategies and all the little sorts of stuff to make our way through gyms. Now, guys, as you can see, Barry's mom's actually going to talk to us. We're going to go ahead and obtain the parcel, and that's something that we're going to have to give to Barry later on. But now, let's go ahead and actually make our way out of here because I want to start catching Pokemon, and I really want to start adding them to our team. Let's go ahead and make our way back then. Also, some of the things I want to tell you guys is, since I am running through this route right now without any Pokeballs, there we go, any Pokemon that I run into will not count. The run does not officially start until I have the Pokeballs that we obtained from the little Pokemon catching tutorial. So I'm just going to go ahead and run my way out of here then and make our way towards Dawn, who should be in that route a little bit out of town where we were headed. It's kind of funny seeing these Pokemon too that are starting to appear. As you can see, some of them are normal ones that would, you'd normally see on the route, and then some of them are those different ones that you don't really expect. So I think it's a little bit of a mixed randomizer. It's going to have just a bunch of different Pokemon from everywhere, so who knows what exactly we'll end up bumping into. But let's go ahead and make our way out of Sand Gem Town then to Route 202, and it looks like Dawn is here. So she's just going to run us through the basic tutorial. Now, so far, we've actually explored the Verity Lake. We've had the first route, we've had this second route, so that gives us the opportunity to actually catch 3 Pokemon. Now, that is something that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to catch as many Pokemon as possible, and, if I feel like they're going to be a benefit to our team, and depending on how many Pokeballs we have, because like you guys told me, I need to stock up on a bunch of Pokeballs to make sure that we catch all the Pokemon that come at us and, we don't end up fainting or, dying or whatever it is with these Pokemon. Also, another thing that I'm going to be doing is I'll be training off screen. Now, I know that, we don't want our Pokemon dying or anything, so I'm going to be very careful with the training. I'm going to make sure that, I get a good amount of XP, but don't risk our Pokemon since we are lucky enough to be able to heal up as much as possible. I think one of you guys actually told me in the comments yesterday, you didn't put a heal clause just so you could see Nurse Joy as much as you want. And I got to tell you guys, that makes a whole lot of sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Maybe subconsciously, I did, think of that. With that, guys, though, Dawn has caught, her first Pokemon or her second Pokemon, whatever it is. We're going to go ahead and obtain our Pokeballs, and now we are ready to go, guys. We have 5 Pokeballs, and this Nuzlocke has officially begun. So, I hope you guys are excited, because now we can actually start adding these random Pokemon to our team, and it's going to be pretty great. Now, as I mentioned to you guys, we still have the first route we came through as well as Verity Lake, so we're going to go ahead and make our way back there, because those are 2 routes that I want to catch Pokemon on. I'm going to go ahead and actually make my way out of Route 201. We'll come back to Route 201 after I see what I can catch in Verity Lake. Now, if you guys remember, the Nuzlocke is the first Pokemon that I bump into in every new area is the only Pokemon I can catch, unless it's a duplicate, and if it's a duplicate of a Pokemon I already have, I'm going to be able to run through there again and run into another Pokemon. With that, though, let's see what Pokemon is going to be awaiting us, and it looks like it's a Marowak. Okay, so a level 2 Marowak, and this is the Pokemon that we're going to try to add here in Verity Lakefront. Let me go ahead and do this, What makes me a little bit nervous about this Nuzlocke, and not the fact that it's just randomizer, because it means that legendaries could be popping out of, wherever the heck we turn. It's just the fact that I really don't want to knock out these Pokemon. I really don't want this Marowak to, be knocked out, and then I can't catch any other Pokemon on this route. So I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to just try to add it to our team very carefully. It's better to be safe than sorry, so I'm just gonna hope that one of our Pokeballs catches this guy and that we'll be able to continue onwards. I really do hope that you guys are enjoying that. It brings back a lot of memories when I read through the comments of you guys, because I just learn more and more about you, and a lot of you have told me, you know, that you have some fond memories of Pokemon Platinum when I first started out, and it means a lot to me, guys, that you could hold such a Let's Play, you know, so deep in your heart, and it's just really great that, you know, we get to do something like this, you know, after so many years. It's kind of fun. It's actually really exciting that we get to go through an adventure again, but with such a different twist. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and see if we can catch this Marowak. I think he's been very close, and, you know, I don't have that many Pokeballs, so with that, guys, the Marowak has been caught. So, pretty simple. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and give this Marowak a nickname. Let me think of a nickname really quick for this guy. I have to think of something. You know what? I think I have a nickname that we can give him to. I just thought of something right here on the spot, and it's actually going to be named after one of my favorite characters from Fire Emblem. You guys probably know this. This is the guy I always play on Super Smash Bros. So I'm going to go ahead and call this Marowak Marth. With that, Marth has been added to our team. I know it's a female Marowak. Either way, I think the name goes both ways. Let's go ahead and keep going then. Now, we caught the Pokemon at Verity Lakefront. We can catch the Pokemon at Route 201. So let's go ahead and run through here and see if there are any Pokemon that we want to catch. Now, let's hope for a good one. Let's hope for something that's really going to help us. Mother fudger, a Wurmple? Okay, well, honestly, I don't have that many Pokeballs left, and I don't know how I feel about adding a Wurmple. I don't think it's a Pokemon that I really need right now, and it's just going to delay me a little bit with the training, so I'm just going to go ahead and actually just knock this guy out, gain the level, do a little bit of training. Kind of disappointing that we actually didn't run into something bigger here in Route 201. I have actually, like, you know, checked it out and everything, so there are a bunch of random Pokemon all over this route, just the beginning of this game, but let's continue onwards, guys. Let's keep on going. You know, before I even started this, I wanted to double check everything was working, and it definitely was, and oh wow, now we see a Noctowl. Why couldn't I run into that Pokemon earlier in this route? That actually looks so freaking cool. Ah, that is too bad. Okay, let's go ahead and run out of here then and continue onwards and upwards. Now, we can actually pick up a couple Pokeballs here in, not the Pokemon Center, in the Mart. So we're going to buy a couple in the Mart. As you guys said, the more Pokeballs, the merrier, because of all the Pokemon that you pretty much have to catch. I don't think we'll be losing a Pokemon, hopefully not in the first gym, hopefully not in the second gym, at least in the beginning of the game. I hope that we can keep a steady team at least for a little bit, but I know as we get in the higher levels, that's when it's going to get really difficult. So let me go ahead and actually buy a couple Pokeballs. Let's see what he thinks. Oh, great. Okay, so they have Pokeballs and potions. I'm gonna go ahead and buy, like, I don't know how many I actually need. I don't need that many. Let me go ahead and just buy, I think 10's enough. 10 is definitely enough Pokeballs, and then I'm gonna go ahead and actually buy some potions too. I know potions are gonna be crucial, especially once we start getting into, you know, the crazy routes with a lot of caves and all those sorts of things. So with that, guys, we went ahead and got ourselves a potion. Now let's make our way back out of here, because if you guys remember, there's still Route 202, which is where Dawn was doing her thing, and we can actually add one more Pokemon here, which is going to be really great. Now, I'm actually just going to keep running through here. Who knows? I'll probably bump into something good here very soon. And with that, guys, wow, okay, cool. So a Horsey, very nice. Well, I definitely want to catch a Horsey. That could come in very, very handy going into the first gym. I was actually getting a little bit worried because I know the first gym was going to be a little bit difficult, but now that we're actually building this team, I'm feeling pretty good, guys. I'm actually feeling really great about it. And I'm actually, you know, feeling pretty confident. I think we're going to be able to make it through these gyms without too much of a struggle, or at least I hope so, if we can catch this Horsey. Of course, it would kind of suck if I ended up knocking this guy out, and that's not something I want to do. Let's just make sure we catch the Horsey, and, you know, we continue onwards, because I think if we could just add, you know, a good strong mix, we'll be able to continue on. You know what's funny, though? We have Link, Marth, and then Horsey here, who are all like Gen 1 Pokemon. So it's kind of strange. We're getting a lot of Gen 1s. I don't feel like we've really ran into too many Pokemon from others gens yet. So hopefully, you know, as the routes progress and as we start, hopefully not, but losing teammates, we'll start bumping into other Pokemon from other gens, and just, you know, it is a randomizer, so what can I say, guys? I guess Gen 1 just sort of likes me, and I guess it just wants me to use its Pokemon. Let's go ahead and actually see if we can finish off this Horsey, though. Come on, please. There we go, we're looking good. I'm feeling good. There we have it, guys. I felt pretty good about that one. Horsey was caught, and we are going to continue on. Let's go ahead and give this Horsey a nickname then. So with that, guys, we have 3 Pokemon added to our team, which is pretty good. I'd say that's a pretty solid start. I'm glad that, at least in Pokemon Platinum at the beginning of this game, there's a lot of little routes, so we can just, like, you know, add a bunch of Pokemon to our team. I know that in other games it can be a little bit more difficult, but so far so good, and we have added 3 Pokemon to our team already. Let's go ahead and name it Coral then, because it said that Horsies, you know, run around the coral. Another funny thing too is that I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, and I just love that meme where Rick is just like, Curl! Curl! And I don't know, it's kind of funny to me, so I just like to name that Pokemon that. I'm just going with some random names here. We're actually gonna have our first battle, and you know what's funny is that these battles are actually a tad bit dangerous now, because if we lose a Pokemon, even if it's Link, we are going to be having a pretty bad time. But you know what, Link's gonna come out. I'm glad that Link's getting a lot of experience too. I think that's definitely going to help. I heard a lot of tips from you guys that, you know, you definitely have to train up your Pokemon to a much higher level than whatever's coming up, because it gets so difficult. But you know what, I'm not too worried. I think the training will be okay, and so far we have a pretty good mix of Pokemon going into the first gym, so I'm pretty excited. I don't know if you guys have ever done a Nuzlocke run. I know that they're difficult. I know that you guys were telling me in the comments that, you know, some of you guys tried them before and that you failed and, you know, your Pokemon ended up knocked out or something, and it gets me a little bit worried, especially since this is my first time going through a Randomizer Nuzlocke. And I just hope that I am, you know, enough of a Pokemon master to be able to make my way through it. With that, though, we gained a bunch of levels. We defeated youngster Tristan. We're doing good. I don't think we'll have much trouble here with these trainers, honestly. So, where have we made it? These are just trainer tips. Let me keep on going, though. There's going to be another battle. I hope you guys are enjoying your week, by the way. I've been feeling, you know, pretty good, pretty decent. I've been going to the gym a lot. I'm trying to get in better shape this year. I don't know. I just feel like I haven't ever been in that shape where it's like, yeah, I feel like really confident and very happy, and I just want to feel that way, you know? So it's one of those times where I'm just like hoping that I can put in a bunch of time into the gym and feel confident about how I look, and just much more confident, you know, and just feel really good. I think that's something that you got to do once in a while, especially when you're young. You know, you gotta go out there and hit the gym and get in shape, and that's how I've been feeling lately. I think it's a good thing to do. I think it's a lot of fun, actually, surprisingly. I don't know, I remember when I was like in high school, when I was a little bit bigger, and we had to do all the running and all this sort of things during football. It was always so hard and so difficult. I was always one of the slower people. I remember we had to actually run around this big, like, field. We'd have to run in a little square, you know, the whole football team would have to, and I'd always be like so tired in the back. I've always been terrible at running. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. I'm just not a good runner. Whether my stamina maybe was really bad back then, I don't really know. I think I still have a pretty difficult time with running. I think it just exhausts me really quickly. But I remember having to do that and like how difficult that was. And now it just feels like, you know, so much better that I actually, you know, am a little bit healthier, and I can actually go out there and, you know, run if needed, or, you know, do whatever it is to get in shape. So it's kind of funny thinking about it, because I remember myself back then when I was just having a really tough time running, and nowadays I feel like, you know, at least in some way I've bettered myself to get healthier, which is good. I think we should always do that. We should always try to aim to be healthier, and, you know, that's just one of those things in life. Oh my goodness, I almost got knocked out there. Whoa, okay, breathe a little. For a second, Link almost got knocked out by that crit, but we are okay. We are okay, guys. We have not lost anybody in this Nuzlocke yet. We defeated youngster Logan, and we are going to continue through this route. Hopefully, we're starting to get close to where we need to be. I think we actually are. So we've made it to Jubilife City, and this is where we need to be. Very cool. If you guys remember, this is where we were told that Barry's gonna be, and we still have to give him that parcel, so we'll be good to find him. I'm sure he'll be in here somewhere with his random Pokemon. I don't even know what Pokemon that guy's gonna have on his team. I'm pretty sure his gets switched up like every time. So every time we battle him, it's just gonna be a complete mess, and we're just gonna hope that, you know, our Pokemon are stronger than his. And what's Dawn doing here? I think you feel a lot safer. You need to travel to faraway places. I know. Don't you think it's better to know more about Pokemon? Okay, so she's just gonna give us a little bit of a rundown about what's going on here in Jubilife City. Now, there's actually not too much to do here in Jubilife. Oh, and as you can see, there's Looker. That is so cool. I haven't seen Looker in a while. And it's kind of crazy that somebody that could become such a big thing in the Pokemon world as you get into Pokemon X and Y started up here in Sinnoh. Little Looker. It's kind of funny. And they called him the Shady Man. They're like, he's sketchy. He just hides there in the shadows. and that's why he's the shadowy man. Quite admirable. And with that, guys, we're gonna learn a little bit about Looker. But as I was saying, you know, it's good to set yourself some goals for this year, and I hope that you guys are achieving them and going after them. I think it's always good to, you know, set some sort of goals or just to try to better yourself in life, and you know, that's something really, really good that I think everybody should aspire to. We got the versus recorder though. Now that's not gonna be a whole lot of help. There's actually not a big reason to talk to Looker. Looker is just one of those characters that are gonna be there, a little bit of the storyline. He's a detective. We know a lot about Looker. We know what this guy's about. He's a really cool fella, and it's kind of cool seeing him again though. I always get a little bit of nostalgic feelings when I come through here. Now, Don, what exactly was it you wanted to show us? It's the trainer school. Okay, so that's where Barry's gonna be. Let's go ahead inside. I just want to add a couple more Pokemon to our team. That's what I'm super excited about. I'm excited to just fill up the 6 Pokemon slots and just like see how the team looks, you know, and hope that the team is good enough to take on all the crazy gym leaders that are coming up. Because as I told you guys, the gym leaders are even gonna have, you know, randomized Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Who knows who's gonna end up having the legendaries too, because I'm pretty sure they're thrown in there too. So it's gonna be a mess. With that though, we obtained ourselves the town map. We're good. This is just the beginning. We are just starting things up. You know, things are really gonna pick up once we get out of Jubilife City and towards Orberg City. With that though, guys, I think we're pretty good here. So let's go ahead and get out of here. See you later, Barry. Nice seeing you again. And let's go ahead and head out. Speaking of berries, I don't know about you guys, but I've really been into The Flash lately. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. They've just started season 2 of The Flash, but it's honestly one of the coolest things. Flash and Arrow, I think, are one of those shows that I'm really into right now. I don't know, I've kind of been into them for a while actually, especially Arrow since it's been, you know, around for much longer than The Flash, but just, I love the way those two shows work. I highly suggest them. Who wouldn't want to watch a guy who can run super fast? I mean, I don't know, if I was able to run super fast, I'd probably just be traveling all over the world, and I guess, yeah, I'd probably help people along the way too. I mean, you only have a superpower for a reason. You might as well help somebody. Also, what we're doing here is we have to find 3 clowns. I know, they're hidden around here in order to obtain some more special items. So far, we're kind of building our little, you know, gear ensemble that is here in Pokemon Platinum, so that's pretty much what it is. We're just gonna build our little, you know, Poketch or whatever it is they call it, our nav gear, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna go ahead and, like, you know, build that up and just obtain all these items. They're gonna help us along the journey. But as I was telling you, I don't know, if I had the super speed, I'd be doing some crazy things. I'd be like running to Europe and like exploring different countries, and like it must be awesome, honestly, going super fast. I've thought about it before, and it's like, would the world slow down or would you be going really fast? I guess that's, you know, food for thought. Food for thought there for you guys. I don't know. I personally don't have super speed. If you guys have some super speed, by all means. Now, we've actually gotten the 3 coupons, so let's talk to this guy, and he's gonna go ahead and give us the Pokemon Watch. So, we got the Poketch. It has a Pokemon Watch. It has status bars. It has a bunch of things. It's pretty simple to get it going. Let's go ahead and continue onwards then. As I was telling you guys, I actually do want to catch another Pokemon, but I want to make sure I explore the routes well. So, let me go ahead and actually go a little bit upwards and see if there's anything here that will be worth catching. So this is Route 204. I wonder if I go in this patch of grass if that will be Route 204. This is Jubilife City again. But you know what? There we go. Route 204. Okay, so I'm going to run around here, and let's go ahead and see if I can actually catch something. Hopefully, it'll be a good Pokemon. Hopefully, it'll be something good, and it is a Wurmple again. Okay, well, I'm not going to bother with the Wurmples, as I told you guys, because it's already going to take a lot of training, and for right now, at least, I want to save the Pokeballs that I have in case I run into something crazy, because you never know. I don't know the type of Pokemon that we're going to be running into. It might be a legendary in a route. You never know, and I just need to save the Pokeballs I have for Pokemon that I really feel are going to help us. With that, though, I'm going to go ahead and forget Leer, though, and we are going to learn Pursuit. So, guys, we learned Pursuit. Let's go ahead and get out of here, then. I guess Route 204... we didn't get lucky. There wasn't really anything here for us, but there is another route to the east. So let's go ahead and make our way out of this exit then. And let's see, this is going to take us, I'm pretty sure this is the way to Orberg. And look, it's our main man, Barry. What up, dude? How's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Rodri, tell me you got a little tougher. Do you even need to ask? Come on, I'll demonstrate it to you. Here we go, Rodri versus Barry. So let's go ahead and take on our rival then. Let's see what Pokemon Barry's got up his sleeve now. He's got a Pikachu. Okay. This should be a pretty easy battle for us. I'm not too worried about a Pikachu. I feel good. I feel pretty good. I think Vacuum Wave will knock out this Pikachu. Kind of weird. Why does Barry have a Pikachu? What the heck is his second Pokemon even gonna be? This guy is just letting his Pokemon go left and right. Is he the one on the, Randomizer Nuzlocke right now? Because this guy is picking up some strange Pokemon. He had, like, the Chingling, and now he's got a Pikachu. This is a complete mess. Barry, you need to get your stuff together, man. Well, he's got another Pikachu, too? Okay, Barry, you really need to diversify your team, my man. You're pulling an Ash Ketchum right here, dude. Type advantages, dude. Come on, work on it a little bit. Even I've worked on that a little bit. Even I nowadays probably know my type advantages somewhat. So I say somewhat. And by that, I mean, I'm pretty good. I think I've learned them. Let's go ahead and knock out this Pikachu, though. So this fight was actually really, really easy against Barry. I don't know if that was just the randomizer giving him 2 Pikachus or what, but it's kind of weird that he actually had that. With that, guys, we're going to gain a bunch of XP. We're actually gaining a bunch of XP in this game, too. I don't know if that's how it normally is, but it's pretty cool, if I must say so. So, we defeated Barry. He's had just no idea what happened. Dude, you have 2 Pikachus on your team, dude. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, go out there and catch something else, dude. Well, thanks, Barry. I appreciate it. See you later, my main man. And we're actually gonna... Well, this is a new route, so we can add another Pokemon to our team. So I'm going to go ahead and run around. Let's see what we're going to get. This is kind of strange. I feel like I've never caught this many Pokemon so early. It's a Staravia, a level 4 Staravia. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense, guys. That makes a whole lot of sense. Do you think I could attack this thing? I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and just throw a Pokeball at it for now, because I'm actually not even too sure if I'll KO it. I mean, I'm level 10. I don't really want to knock out this Pokemon. I think it'd be cool to have a Staravia too, just because it can learn a lot of cool moves, and you never know, it could come in very handy. Let me just go ahead and throw another Pokeball then. See, this is the weird part about the randomizer. It's a level 4 Staravia. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. I really don't know. Let me go. You know what? I think I should just attack this thing. There's no way I KO this thing, right? There we go. Come on. Go! Okay, we're good. I should be able to catch this one. Yeah, definitely. Look how low it is. I can't believe we're going to have 4 Pokemon on our team after this. That's actually a pretty crazy start, and it actually makes me really happy, because it means we had a really good use of our first 5 Pokeballs, honestly. For us to catch those 2 Pokemon from the first 5, that's actually really, really great. That was a solid start. And you know what? The more Pokemon we have, the merrier, because as I told you guys, I'm going to be training them off screen, and I'm going to be training them to decent levels, I'm going to train them up pretty well. Not too much above the gyms, but at a decent level, so we don't get KO'd too often. So we hopefully, will be able to last a little bit with our team. I'm expecting a lot of dumb deaths as we get going, so I'm sure those will be coming up. I'm actually nervous for that one. As I told you guys, I always get pretty attached to my Pokemon, so the fact that one will faint, I can't even believe that. I think it's going to be pretty ridiculous. But with that, guys, let's see if we can catch him. Okay, so Staravia really doesn't want to be caught, but you know what? We've put in so much effort already, we might as well just catch it. I have 2 Pokeballs left. Come on, Staravia, just relax, just join our team. If you faint, I don't know, I'll revive you guys. Whenever we make it to the finish line. With that, Staravia was caught, though. Very cool. And let's go ahead and give it a nickname now. I actually haven't been too good with nicknames lately, so I'm just gonna take like a second to think about it, and hopefully I can come up with something good. So I'll be back once I've thought of a nickname for this Staravia in a couple seconds. Okay, guys, so I've actually gone ahead and thought of a nickname for the Staravia. Now, I always like to name my flying types, Spanish words. So I'm going to go ahead and call it Alto, which is actually going to mean, like, high up. It's up there. It's high up. And we're going to continue onwards, guys. We are feeling pretty good. I think we're actually getting very close to Oreburgh City, too. I think this is going to be about it. We might have one more battle before Oreburgh City. We're actually probably going to have a couple battles coming up. So let's just go ahead and take these people on, though. I'm going to go ahead and heal up. I'm excited to see what type of Pokemon these trainers are going to have, too. You never know. So let's go ahead and challenge this guy. Let's see what kind of Pokemon you're going to have, man. Let's see what you got hiding in here. He's talking about a Shinx, but I know he's definitely not going to have a Shinx. Let's see. He's actually going to go ahead. Youngster Dallas is going to throw out a Kingdra. What the fudge? A level 8 Kingdra? Okay. Don't have any grass type moves. Okay, let's hope the quick attack. Let's hope the Kingdra doesn't have any moves that are gonna be too crazy. Good. Good. Okay. I'll take a little bubble or something like that. I think we'll be able to knock this thing out. It's kind of crazy just going up against Pokemon that are supposed to be so much later in the game right now. Usually right now we're going up against like Shanks and, you know, those types of Pokemon, these really beginning type Pokemon. But all of a sudden a Kingdra pops out of nowhere. I can't even imagine when a legendary pops up and we have to go up against it. That's gonna be something. That's definitely gonna be something. Link grew a couple levels though. We defeated youngster Dallas, so let's keep on going, guys. I think we're very, very close to Oreburgh City. At least I hope so. I'm gonna go ahead and jump through this though. I don't want to challenge this guy. As I said, I'll be training a little bit after. So it looks like we have made it to Oreburgh City, Route 203. Route 203 Oreburgh Gate. Okay, what's there to do here? I think we might have to battle this guy. Let's see what he has to say. As sparkling new Poketch, you awkwardness as traveler, you're still a pretty new trainer, aren't you? But it's all good, you're a new fellow friend of Pokemon, so let me make a gift of this hidden. Okay, so we obtained HM06, very nice. We got our first hidden move in this game. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's Rock Smash, so we're probably gonna need that later on. Yeah, we'll definitely need that, so it's pretty good that we at least have probably one Pokemon that can learn it, and there's gonna be a couple more battles, but you know what, this is fun. I actually am having a blast seeing the type of random Pokemon that the trainers are gonna have. I'm so used to the trainers just having like weak Pokemon. What the fudge, a Sneasel? Okay, good thing we have a fighting type move. As I said, that's making me a little bit nervous because some of these Pokemon could definitely pack a punch against us. Good thing we have a fighting type, you know, move set right now with some Pokemon with some fighting type moves that can carry us through this early game, and we should be pretty good. It's a Weavile too. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool that this one had both. I'm pretty sure this, I don't know if this was supposed to happen, but I like the fact that this had the two little evolutions there. With that though, the Weavile's gonna go down, guys. We gained some XP. We are level 12, very nice. Hopefully I'll be able to catch up the rest of our Pokemon, Marth, Coral, and Alto, to level 12 or around that level before we take on the gym. And hopefully none of our Pokemon get too beat up at the gym. I know that we're going in with a little bit of a disadvantage, so we'll see how that goes. We have officially made it to Oreburgh City though, guys. Howdy, trainer. What's up? You don't have a single gym badge? You better do something about that. I'll take you to the Pokemon gym. So this guy's gonna take us to the gym. Okay, dude, I think I know my way around Oreburgh City. And look who it is outside of the gym. So it looks like our main man, Barry, has also made it to the gym. But that is where we will leave things off this time, guys. We've added 3 new Pokemon to our team, and we haven't lost the Randomizer Nuzlocke yet. So make sure you guys give this video a like. Next time, we'll be taking on the Oreburgh City gym. I'll be training our Pokemon. So if you have any tips on what's coming up, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.